Alright guys, let's do a round of 32 predictions real quick. Now, I am very late with making this video because I was just too busy and some of these matches have already happened, so I'm gonna put them in immediately. Germany lost to Paraguay on penalties. Uh, I made a video reacting to that match if you want to go check that out. So they are through. France and Sweden haven't played yet. Canada beaten South Africa 1-0. Morocco beaten Netherlands on penalties as well. Where is Brazil, Japan? Oh, my bad, sorry. Brazil obviously went through there as well. Right, so let's get into it. France, Sweden. Obviously, I think France simply has way too much for Sweden here. They've been on fire this whole tournament so far. Mbappe and Dembele are just scoring like crazy. Michael Olise is creating chances left and right. Sweden opened the tournament very well. They got destroyed by Netherlands then. They recovered with a win over Tunisia, though. However, I just don't think Sweden has nowhere near enough quality to take down this French side. So yeah, I'm gonna say France goes through. I'm not gonna predict scorelines right now. I'm really trying to get this video out as quickly as possible for you guys because I just been way too busy. Portugal, Croatia, my home country. Now both of these teams have looked somewhat poor so far at this World Cup. Portugal drawing Congo and Colombia, beating Uzbekistan 5-0. Croatia, on the other hand, very poor performance against England. First half wasn't so bad, however, second half we fell asleep. Just scraped by Panama 1-0. Probably one of the most boring and worrying performances I've seen from Croatia at World Cups. And then beating Ghana as well, where we finally looked good. We looked a little bit like ourselves. Now, Croatia, we usually struggle with Portugal quite a lot. I don't think we ever beaten them when it mattered. I think we beaten them in like one friendly game. So definitely ain't gonna be an easy game. But then on the other hand, I don't think it'll be an easy game for Portugal either. I Obviously I want to back Croatia here, and I am gonna back Croatia here, and you can call it bias, whatever, sue me. I just feel like if there's ever a good opportunity to beat this Portugal side, it's now or never, because I think Portugal is only gonna keep getting better and better from here on out, and Croatia, we have our own issues with Modric leaving the national team. I mean, not leaving national. This is his last World Cup, so yeah. Also, some other players leaving. So we will see what the future holds for Croatia. Spain, Austria. I think this one is pretty straightforward as well. However, don't underestimate Austria here. They have that high press, could be dangerous. Just I don't think they can do it for 90 minutes against Spain. Spain also hasn't looked very good. Held to a draw by Cape Verde, uh, beating South Arabia and scraping by Uruguay in that final group game. We will see what happens, but for now, I'm gonna say Spain goes through. For obvious reasons, we can't click the record button and predict Austria to kick out Spain. That would be absolutely ridiculous. United States versus Bosnia and Herzegovina. United States has impressed me so far this World Cup. Very impressed by them, actually. It's so unfortunate that they still call this sport soccer. But yeah, Bosnia, on the other hand, they've looked a bit. They looked a bit flat. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm gonna cheer for Bosnia, of course. They're neighbors to Croatia, so definitely gonna be cheering for them. Unfortunately, I think for Bosnia this is as far as they go. Unless they can take this game to penalties and then beat USA on penalties, that's the only way I can see them getting out of this game. So yeah, I'm just gonna go with USA for now. Belgium, Senegal, oh my god, both of these teams have looked absolutely horrible so far this World Cup. Is there even any point wasting time talking about these two? I mean, Senegal literally saved themselves with that 5-0 victory in the last group game. Belgium opened the tournament very poorly, and then same thing, saved themselves in the last group game to top the group. So I am gonna back Belgium just slightly, but I would not be surprised if this like ends in a 0-0 or a 1-1 draw, and then somebody wins on penalties. Could be Senegal easily. Brazil obviously went through. Then Ivory Coast, Norway. This match is gonna happen very soon once I'm done finish this recording. Ivory Coast, one of the dark horses of the tournament so far for sure. Been very impressed with them. This is probably their best team since the days of Didier Drogba, Gervinho, Yaya Toure, and the likes of that. Finally making history, going through the group stage at a World Cup. Norway, on the other hand, qualifying, I think, after like 28 years. Very impressive as well, but I think their expectations are a little bit higher. They pissed a lot of people off against France in that last group game. Everybody was pissed off that they couldn't see Haaland versus Mbappe, and yeah, Norway played like basically their entire second team. So yeah, they still looked very good though. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, this is gonna be a very. I would say this is gonna be a good game. First of all, and second of all, it's probably gonna be tight, much tighter than people expect. Um, it could. It's really. I feel like it's a coin flip, 50-50. Could go either way. Honestly, it could go like it could go the extra distance as well. Possibly penalties. We'll see. But for now, I'm gonna back Holland and Norway. I just feel like maybe they have slightly a little bit more quality, especially in the midfield, and that's obviously a very crucial position. So I'm just gonna go with Norway for now. Mexico, Ecuador. I'm not even gonna waste time on this, guys. Mexico has been cruising through the group stage. Ecuador, on the other hand, been struggling. Mexico playing in their home stadium. They're absolutely the favorites here, and I think that's gonna be a massive, massive advantage for them. So obviously, I'm just gonna click Mexico, and we will move on. England, DR Congo. Of course, on paper, this looks like England all day, every day. But knowing this England side, I would not be surprised if, just like Germany up here, I would not be surprised if they went out in the same fashion. But I am gonna say England for now, probably like a 2-0 victory or something like that, maybe even tighter than that. Argentina, Cape Verde. This is where I'm gonna go with my shocking prediction of the tournament. I'm gonna say Cape Verde knocks out Argentina on penalties. Now this could age absolutely fucking horribly, but I don't care. Argentina honestly hasn't been impressive other than just it's been Lionel Messi. I mean, 6 goals in 3 games so far. He's been absolutely insane. I don't know how the guy does it, just refuses to be normal. It's crazy. But yeah, I mean, it's just been Lionel Messi, Lionel Messi, Lionel Messi. Argentina, they haven't impressed me so far. Cape Verde, on the other hand, I mean, they are the absolute winners of this World Cup so far. This country has only, I think, just over 500,000 people, and they've passed the group stage at the World Cup. Just unbelievable. Their goalkeeper Vozinha, standout performance so far. Yeah, I'm gonna say Cape Verde. They just don't score a lot of goals, and I feel like if they can just find a way to close Messi down, they could have a real opportunity here to take an absolute giant down. And I mean, come on, guys, it would be absolutely fucking hilarious. So I'm just gonna say Cape Verde goes through. I don't even care. Australia, Egypt. This is definitely not gonna be the best game at the World Cup. Honestly, looks somewhat like a snooze fest. But for now, I'm just gonna say Egypt. I think they have a little bit extra quality in attack with Omar Marmoush and Salah, and that's pretty much why. I'm not gonna pretend like I watch too much of Australia or Egypt. Switzerland, Algeria, it's basically very similar to this game up here. I think Switzerland should have a little bit more quality. They're a very awkward side to play, actually. They like to control the game, slow it down. Algeria, on the other hand, they have some quality players there, but can they compete with Switzerland? I don't know. I guess we'll just have to find out, guys. I'm just gonna go with Switzerland for now, really. I'm gonna take this bracket all the way, so I'm just trying to save as much time here as possible because I want to make the game. Colombia, Ghana. Now, Colombia's been very impressive so far. They held Portugal to a draw, even though, honestly, they should have beaten them. Portugal hasn't been impressive this World Cup so far. Ghana, on the other hand, not the best, but they beat Panama. They held England to a draw. They ended up losing to Croatia in their final game. But I am gonna say Colombia for now. Just like a lot of these games up here, I think Colombia should have slightly more quality there. And yeah, I mean, we will see what happens. So, round of 16, we have Paraguay versus France. Is there any point talking about this? I don't think Paraguay can do it again. They literally kicked out Germany out of the World Cup and made the day a national holiday. So I don't think they're kicking out France. There's no chance of that happening. France will probably absolutely destroy them. So we'll just say France into the quarterfinals. There we go. Canada, Morocco. Now Canada, they got their first win at the World Cup in the knockout stages ever. Obviously, that's history there, and I honestly don't see them getting past this Moroccan team. Morocco is a serious team at this World Cup. They showed the world what they can do in 2022, and now they're not just dark horses anymore. They're here as contenders, in my opinion. So obviously, I'm gonna go with Morocco. Maybe Canada surprises me. They haven't been they've been impressive so far. Don't get me wrong. I just think Morocco should get the job done. Croatia, Spain. Oh my God, gives me a headache already, and it's not even gonna and it's not even happening yet, and maybe it's not even gonna happen. Who knows? But it's already giving me a headache just looking at it. Obviously, I'm gonna go with Spain. I used my bias card for this video, getting us past Portugal. But I would love nothing more than for us to beat Spain, but we just always struggle with them. It's never like we never get stomped by Spain or anything like that, but it just... yeah, I just don't even get me started on this, guys. USA versus Belgium, very awkward game to predict, actually. It's like you want to back Belgium, but then at the same time, it's like every time you back Belgium, they just flop and disappoint. I mean, Romelu Lukaku probably couldn't score a goal if... I mean, you do pay him to score goals, but not Belgium. But yeah, the guy just... I don't know. Such a weird team. I don't know why is FIFA always ranking Belgium so highly. I mean, they've never accomplished anything. So honestly, I'm gonna go with a slight upset here. I'm gonna say USA beats Belgium because I just think I've been more impressed with I've been more impressed with USA so far. So that's why I'm going with them. Brazil, Norway. This would be a very interesting game to watch, actually. I don't even know who to go with here. This is... I mean, Brazil, they haven't looked very dominant against Japan. They just about squeezed by. Very unfortunate for Japan as well. You gotta feel for them. They just can't get their World Cup knockout game win. But yeah, Brazil, I mean, obviously on paper, Brazil should be the favorite, but I would not be shocked if Norway kicked them out here. However, for the sake of this video, I am gonna go with Brazil. I just feel like even if it's probably gonna be a very close game, and even if Norway can score like 2 or 3 goals, I feel like Brazil is, with Vinicius and everybody else, gonna score 1 goal more than Norway. So moving on, we got Mexico, England. I think Mexico is playing again in the home stadium here again. So, without wasting your guys' time, I'm going with Mexico. I'm gonna back Mexico. I don't even like the English team, anyways. Like I just and their fans, it just it's coming home. It's not coming home. The only thing coming home is you guys. You can pack your bags, go to the airport. I don't even care. I'm not even gonna talk about it. Cape Verde, Egypt. I'm gonna keep backing Cape Verde here. just so impressive with them. I don't think if they can kick out Argentina, in my opinion, then obviously they have to be able to get past Egypt as well. Excuse me. And then we got Switzerland, Colombia. Probably gonna be a very close game. A lot of these games look very close on paper. We'll just have to see how it plays out. But I am gonna go with Colombia, guys. I think this is the end of the road for Switzerland, unfortunately. They're somewhat of an aging squad, and Colombia, I mean, these guys could probably run for 3 times 90 minutes. So yeah, I am gonna go with Colombia here. And then we have the quarterfinals, France versus Morocco. Gonna be a very interesting game. Very excited if this game actually happens. And I mean, let's be honest, this is probably the most obvious quarterfinal so far. Everything else, you could argue there's, yeah, we'll see what happens. But this is looking like the most obvious, most likely quarterfinal game to happen at this point. Obviously, I'm gonna go with France, but I would not be shocked if Morocco, just like against Germany, could knock out France on penalties here, for example. But I just feel like, obviously, with the likes of Doué, Barcola, Mbappe, Dembele, Michael Olise, then you have like Cherki Ekitike on the bench. I mean, France could probably build an entire squad of just attacking players and still compete at the World Cup. Even the goalkeeper could be a fucking attacker. It's unbelievable. So, I mean, you just have to go with France. I have no choice. Spain, USA, I think the end of the road for USA, unfortunately for them. I think for a country that's calling football soccer, I gave them plenty of benefit here. So yeah, Spain to go through. That's looking like a juicy semi-final there. Brazil versus Mexico. Sorry guys. Brazil versus Mexico. I mean, yeah, I think this is the end of the road for Mexico as well. Unfortunately, I wouldn't be shocked if they could knock down Brazil. Maybe Brazil decides to take a nap in the like second half of the game or something. Who knows? But we'll see how it plays out. For now, I'm gonna go with Brazil, and then we have Cape Verde and Colombia, and this absolutely breaks my heart. But I have to go against Cape Verde finally. I think Colombia is making the semifinals. Not what I originally was gonna predict. Obviously, you could argue Argentina is gonna be here, but I don't know. I'm not convinced, guys. That's why Cape Verde is where it is. And then we have France or Spain, the first semi-final. If anybody can beat this French side at this World Cup, then it's Spain. I feel like the only way you could possibly, I don't think you can stop France from scoring on you, but I think you can reduce the amount of goals you get scored on by controlling possession. And what does Spain love to do? They love to control that fucking possession. So I am still gonna go with France just because France has been flying through this World Cup so far, and Spain has been somewhat sluggish. Maybe they kick it into high gear now in the knockouts. We'll have to see. But yeah, for now I'm gonna go with France. Then the other semi-final game, Brazil versus Colombia. Colombia obviously very capable of beating Brazil. They have done it in the past, so it's gonna definitely be an interesting watch. But you know what? Let's just, for the sake of this video, let's put Brazil in the final of the World Cup, if you can believe it. And then France, Brazil final, probably not gonna happen, but here we are. I'm gonna use the same argument I've been using this entire video. Basically, it feels like I think France is just way too strong, guys. I don't think Brazil has the defense to put a stop to these guys. Even if they could score a couple of goals just like Spain, I still see France outscoring them. However, it's probably gonna be a very nervy final. So we'll see. Maybe we don't get a lot of goals at all. Maybe we go to like extra time or penalties, which you never know. Maybe some people like that. Maybe some others don't. But Either way, we'll have to see what happens. I am gonna choose France to be my World Cup winner of 2026, guys. If you did enjoy the video, please like and subscribe. I'm trying to grow the channel, so every little bit genuinely helps. I am gonna be covering most of the games in this World Cup, especially now in the knockouts, so whenever I can find time anyways. And that'll be it for me, guys. Peace.